Hey guys, it's LEGO Boys E3. Today I'm going to assemble a magnetic Pyraminx and 5x5 without the core. So today what I'm going to be doing is taking the cores out of these two puzzles. So on the 5x5, what that means is taking out the main core piece as well as all the surrounding center pieces, so that all we have left is these edge pieces and these corner pieces, so that you just kind of have a big void in the middle. And on the Pyraminx, what I'm going to be doing is actually just taking out the core centerpiece right in the very middle, which all the screws are screwed into. So basically I'm just going to be taking out the screws, and what that will do is just leave these corner pieces as well as the edge pieces remaining without tips. Or who knows, maybe I will figure out a way to get the tips to stay on there magnetically. But yeah, I'm just going to start off with this one because it seems like it'll be a little bit more interesting. So I'm just going to use this little blade here and take off a tip, just like this. And then what I can do is just get, there we go. Just get a screwdriver and put that in here and then unscrew all the sides just like this. And so here we go, here's the Pyraminx without any of the tip pieces or any of the hardware on it. I actually did keep the core in there because it does help the layers stay aligned when you do things like this. If you didn't have the core, you could move the whole thing around like this, just pull the whole thing off. But now all you can do is pull it off like that. Now by default, the pieces that come on the tips only have 2 magnets, but I actually do have some extra ones of these magnets. And so what I believe I can do is kind of put the magnets in here just like this, and then transfer them very carefully into the tip pieces, just kind of like this. And then what I'll be able to do is put the actual tip pieces back on, and then maybe they'll function just like as a tip, just like this. And so the hardware isn't actually holding this tip in, it is just completely in place. As you can tell, there is no screw holding it in right there, and the whole thing just kind of fell apart, but I can just stick it back on, no problem. And there's actually a ton of force to turn that tip because it actually has 3 magnets, where normally it would only have 1 or 2. But I think we can put the rest of the tips on, and then maybe we can solve it just like a normal Pyraminx. And here we go, here's the final piece. I just put those magnets on really easily like that. And we can put that tip piece on, this tip piece on, and the last one on. So yeah, this really just looks like a normal Pyraminx. I think this would actually be a really good prank cube. Just kind of assembling it like this with just the magnets holding it together, because then somebody could walk up to it and start turning it, and that would happen. And so I went ahead and scrambled up the cube, so now let's go and try and solve it. So let's just use one flip like this, get that piece into place, and then now we can solve the blue layer, I guess, like that, very carefully, and then like that. And then we can solve that, solve the tip. Tips are very, very strong, like I said. And I think we might have, no, it's good. This, and this. I was going to say that I think we had a flip piece because I think one of them did pop out at one point, but that was just fine. And yeah, we now solved the Pyraminx, and this is really a pretty cool puzzle. It really is about to fall apart. Now let's get on to the 5x5. So let's open this cube up and disassemble it just like this, I believe. Take this piece out, and then it should be pretty easy from there. All you have to do is align it, and then get an edge like that, and then from here we can just go ahead and pop the rest of the pieces out until the entire cube falls apart like this. So here are all the non-magnetic pieces up here, so we can move those out of the way, and now we can go ahead and assemble this. I think I'm just going to do it in a solve pattern just like this. Just going to assemble it with the magnets, and here we go, it is assembled. And I'm actually surprised at how much plastic is inside of here. Like, you can barely even see through right there in the middle, but you can see through. It's pretty cool. But I expected there to be more of like a void in the middle of it. But I guess not. I guess the pieces do kind of have to reach down that far into the mechanism. But that means that you can actually turn it. It's quite hard to turn it, but it is possible. I wonder if it's possible to turn this second layer though. Let's try it out. Like this. Yeah, that's actually surprisingly possible. So I guess you could actually solve a cube like this. I'm not looking forward to doing that if you guys force me to. But if you do really want to see me solving a 5x5 like this, then maybe I will if you leave some comments down below and encourage me to. But anyway, that's going to be just about the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this cube as well as seeing me solve this cool cube. They're both pretty fun to solve without the core and with magnets in them. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!